Hello, my Libra friends, and thank you for joining me, Karen Barney, Karmic One Tarot, bringing you your general forecast for July of 2020. What's going on for the Libras in July? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? What is it that they need to see to navigate July and come out well on the other side? Libras, we have the Fool, first card out. What's going on for the Libras, please? Whoa. The Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So a decision, my friends. Are you going to jump in? I think you are, and you're going to do it very quickly. It's going to be a situation where you say, I've got to do this, and I've got to do it now. What's happening with the Libras? The world. Something is winding up, coming full circle. One card, please, for the Libras. That one, thank you. And the Hermit. So the Hermit is a card of Virgo. So if you do need guidance, by all means, get it. The Hermit is a counselor. And the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, my Libra friends. Wonderful. Wishes and dreams coming in along with an exciting new direction. Just make sure you know where you're headed. It is going to be a level playing field, but you're going to have to really sort it out and make some sort of decision. Exactly, the Queen of Swords. All right, let's look at the Fool card here for my Libra friends. Are you jumping in blindfolded? Not knowing where you're going, not knowing what you're doing? What's happening for the Libras with the Fool card in July? Traveling light, my friends. It's a sensitive subject, and you know what? You are cool, calm, and collected about it. You don't want to let anyone see how you're truly feeling. So you've got that poker face on, and as anxious as you might be about this and the changes that it's going to bring in, coming full circle, you may need to get some guidance. You may need to have that shoulder to cry on. You might need to have some supportive energy around you to help you get through this. The Queen of Cups is a very sensitive individual. Very kind, very considerate, very intuitive too. So use your intuition. The Hermit is also a card of intuition. Where is the Fool taking you? It's a new, fresh journey. Traveling light, taking everything you own with you. What's going on for the Fool card, please, and my Libras? Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles. You may be off on a new job. You may be working on something. Maybe you're working on changing things up so that you can go solo. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is a craftsman. He's working on perfecting his product. So you're taking that leap of faith into an adventure that might be entrepreneurial in nature, something that you've decided to do on your own. The Moon card. The Moon is, of course, a card of Pisces, but that is also clouding your vision here. You're not really sure where you're headed. Use your intuition in this sense, okay? You're not going to be able to see everything, my Libra friends, because the Moon is confusing. And don't forget, we do have that eclipse early in July, July 5th in Capricorn. That is a full moon bringing things to conclusion. But, you know, you're going to have the opportunity to take the next step right after that. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please, for my Libras. The Four of Cups. Pay attention, Libras, pay attention. This is an opportunity that may have been offered to you, and it might not have sounded good at the time. But if you look at it and you reassess, really take a good look at it, you're going to see that it is a balanced and perhaps even lucrative situation that you need to consider. The Four of Cups can be dissatisfaction, boredom, disappointment. It can also be a little bit of apathy, and you know what, been there, done that. And I don't want you to miss an opportunity because you're thinking it's more of the same. You're looking for a new opportunity. Pay attention to what is being offered to you. The Eight of Wands, swift news coming in, swift action, changes coming in. The King of Cups is that very supportive energy. He's the helper in the deck. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here. And He's a little bit more reserved than the Queen. She doesn't like to let anybody in. He is more open and accepting and forgiving, but at the same time, he's going to be an observer. He's going to be the detached observer. So, what is it that you're watching play out? You're waiting on the messages and you want to wait and see what happens? That's that Hanged Man from below the deck too. But, you know, don't forget, you've got the Wish card here. So whatever is coming in is what you've been asking for. It may be disguised in something that doesn't feel quite right. So really use your intuition and see what you can do to perfect what's being offered. I need one card, please. One card for the Eight of Wands. One card for my Libras. The Hermit is the Virgo card, as I'm sure I've said, but it is finding your true path. And I think that this new opportunity here that you are jumping into with the Fool card is going to be one that you're going to enjoy, one that you'd wished for, one that you'd hoped for, but you don't quite see it clearly yet. But you're going to be asked to make a decision. Are you moving forward, or are you going to stay where you are? You're going to be celebrating the changes that come in as long as you can look at it with a detached outcome. And what I mean by that is if you can look at it like, okay, I'm going to take this for now and see where it takes me, and maybe it's just a stepping stone, and maybe I'm going to move forward in a different direction after this. But you know what? The point is you should try it. It's that commercial, Life cereal, I think it was. Try it, you'll like it. Tell me about the World card. What is coming to a close for my Libras? The World, full circle, culmination. The period of lack, the financial lack, missing someone, missing the opportunity. It is coming full circle. So if you did miss it before, my friends, you're going to have another chance at it. The moon is going to bring it back. And it's most likely, again, around the time of that full moon, because that's a culmination. Now, it certainly could be the new moon, too, where we're heading into, I think it's a new moon in Cancer again, towards the 18, 19, somewhere around there. But this lack period is closing. You're off on a new journey here, and it is most likely an entrepreneurial situation where you're going to be in charge of what your path is yourself. You're really going to enjoy taking the reins of this and choosing what direction you head in with this Eight of Wands. I need one card, please, for the world. One card for the World, please. One card for the World, and the Hanged Man. You're sitting on it. Why are you sitting on it? You know, the Hanged Man is... the Hanged Man can be a little bit of self-sacrifice, all right? It's being in analysis for so long that you just hang out. It's analysis paralysis. The Hanged Man is looking at things from all perspectives, but you're being called to make a decision here with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, here you are making some sort of judgment call, my Libra friends. The Queen of Swords can be kind of cold. She can be calculating, matter of fact, and methodical about her decision-making process. So you are going to weigh it out thoroughly with the Hanged Man. You're going to really take a hard look at it, our Page of Swords over here, and you're going to decide which way to take this. And I do believe you're going to decide to take it to the next step. All right, but that's up to you. This decision is up to you. Now, again, you can miss this opportunity. If you miss it, it may come back around, but that remains to be seen. I think you need to act on it because there is success coming in for you behind it. The Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You may be worried that it won't work, but you know what? Those are unfounded worries here because the Sun is directly behind it. Happiness and joy coming in on this path. It's going to take some work, absolutely. It's going to take a little bit of courage, a little bit of devil may care, like, yep, I'm going to do it anyway, that kind of attitude, as long as you can take advantage of it. But if you get stuck in this period of assessment and take too long to decide on it, you may miss it. So don't miss the path that you're on. Let this light bulb be your guide. What is your intuition telling you? What's your gut telling you? What's your heart telling you? The Hermit. What is the Hermit doing here, please, for my Libra friends? Seven of Pentacles. You've been patient with this. You've been waiting. It's something you've been tending to, something you might be nurturing behind the scenes, not necessarily out in the open here. And that might be where you're working on taking your next step to take it out in the open, to really conclude this period and get moving. Once you do, once you decide, it's going to take off. You may need to get some counsel. You may need to get someone else's advice. You may need to just sound it out with someone else. Have a sounding board. You're going to enjoy speaking about this with the people that you know. They're going to be very, very supportive. And they're going to be very happy for you when it does pay off. And it will. It will pay off, my Libra friends. Tell me about the Hermit card, please, for the Libras. The card of Virgo, there might be an earth sign involved, but the Hermit is a solo character. He is the wise and knowledgeable sage on the hill. So get whatever advice you need. If you're still in the nurturing and planning stages, then maybe you do need to speak to someone and get some legal advice, get some counsel on this. But I truly think that trusting your own intuition is going to be the way to go with a balanced and settled emotional state, okay? You don't want to go into this with, I think you want to temper your expectations of this because it might be a little bit before it bears fruit. Give me one more card here on the Hermit, please. One more card on the Hermit. The Temperance card is the card of Sagittarius too, so fire sign indicated there as well as water with the King and Queen of Cups. This is a situation that's going to be a little bit of a challenge though, so you're going to have to temper your expectations here and let it play out. You're going to need some patience with this. This new path is going to need your attention and your patience. What do we have here with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle card deck for my Libras? It's happening in July for the Libras. A new path, Libras, coming in. It is going to be successful. Just temper your expectations a little bit. Give it some time and work through those challenges. But again, if you miss the opportunity, there's no guarantee it's going to come around again. So pay attention. Let me see. What's the one card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms that my Libras need to see? One card for the Libras, please. Thank you. The Word Lord. Communication, praise, and dishonesty. I think communication is going to be very important for you because you've got to get your point across. You've got to get your ideas across. You've got to take this swift and decisive action. You're the one that needs to decide here. You have the authority here. I put those in wrong, didn't I? You have the authority and you have the power here. It's your decision how you approach this. Communication, praise, and dishonesty. I don't see very much dishonesty here unless it is in the form of this lack. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself about what you're going to need for resources to put this together. You might come up a little bit short, so you might need to have some help. You might need to have some support. Libras, I see this as a very profitable and enjoyable experience for you. Don't forget, we have the Sun and success, Nine of Pentacles and the Sun here coming through for you, my Libra friends. So trust your own judgment here and take the leap of faith into this new journey that you're on. And I do believe it's a new job, a new entrepreneurial project that you are bringing about, my Libra friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I love hearing from you, so please leave me a comment if you're moved to. And we'll speak to you again very soon. Thank you.